everybody around the world. I'm LLBlueDragon, and welcome to the stream, everybody. Hello and hi, and hello. Hope everyone's doing great. Hope everyone's doing fantastic today. We are back with some more Monster Prom. Now, last time that we left off, we basically got in a one-bout route with Damien, and we actually dated Fiera, which is the Medusa girl, and we actually ended up not only going on a prom date with her, but also joining a mafia, and becoming her apprentice. Well, actually more of her advisor, or something, I don't know. And then Damien, we helped Damien not only that we actually gone on a date with Damien, but also he pursued his wildest dreams of being a hairstylist, which that was amazing. And I really wanted to say sorry about last string of me being at the end. I was very, very sleepy on that day, and I was tuckered out. But don't worry, I actually got a lot more sleep, so that's probably positively good. You know, I've been actually having a lot of trouble with sleeping, and I just couldn't figure out, like, why. Especially when days where I'm just, like, free, I'm just like, man, this is so bad. Like, I want to get more sleep, but yet I don't know, like, what's the problem? How can I solve this and everything like that? So, it turns out I have a window in my room, and I decided to, like, it was always bright. It's always bright when the sun rises and everything. And I always wake up, like, around 7. And it's really bad. So it was like, you know what? I'm going to do some experimentations here. I'm going to put a blanket on it. So I put a blanket on it. And, oh my god, I got so much sleep. Like, who would have thought a blanket would save the day? Who would have thought a blanket would save the day? But, anywho. So that's great. That's honestly great. So, okay. So, for this time around, we are going to try and date Scott, which is the werewolf guy. And we'll just see how it goes from here. It could be a heck of a roller coaster, who knows what. We're going to try and date every single character. And then, if we can't figure out, like, where to go from here, we'll just basically have to look it up. So, with that being said, without further ado, let's get right into it. Do that, and that, and that. Okie dokies. Let us play. One player. Classic. Long game. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid. But always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, wait. How do I... There we go. Man, I just been putting it all on caps? Oh my god. You know what? I don't even care. I don't care.
I can do this.
And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most characteristic characters.
Huzzah!
Miranda Van Der Boot, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Demi Lavi, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensates for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Lemmy D. Lioncourt, 400 years old, a hipster vampire who stands offish demeanor hide that he was truly a lovable dork. Yay! Polygenist, 22, question mark, a party ghost with a insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Probably after Scout, we're gonna go with Polly. I think that's the rule.
What?
And Fair Auberline, 23, a mean, self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. But as I always say, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in BS to diagnose which kind of devious seagull you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your characteristic stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflects your true selves. Let's start. Okay. Oh, we already did this one. What would be the coolest prize you could find in your lunchbox? The phone number for the Kellogg's Tiger, nutritious colors, and then a tiny piece of sharp metal. I'm gonna go with this. Okay. Yeah! Let's see. If you had to have an animal, what animal would it be? Oh, they're all different. Okay. A great white shark. If I had to an animal, let's at least make it a story worth telling. A swan, they're classy. Plus it reminds me of that myth of Leda and the swan. So at least by Bastille standards, it had a certain appeal. A human being, because I'm the kind of D-bag who loves to find loopholes of stupid questions like this one. Wait, Leda the Swan? Wait, isn't it referring to the person, like the girl who turned herself into a swan? Hold on, let me see this. Hold on, let me see. I think it did. I think it is that. Or is it, Leda... I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay, so either a great white shark, swan, or human being. I'm just gonna go this one. Okay, you find a genie in a bottle, you could ask for whatever you want. What do you ask for? Infinite confetti. I don't ask for anything, I drink the genie bottle. I can grant my own wishes. A remote that you could eat. His friendship. Before asking for anything, you try to navigate up to the 3 standard wishes. Him to not be so dark, and the genie asks wishes so the manstry. His friendship. Yes. Off to a good start.
Alright.
Okay, so I don't know much about Scott, but if I have to do something with Scott, I'll have to find my way to be maybe funny, but also creativity, and maybe charm. I have no idea. Because I realized that stats are very much important for certain characters. So, and also like the storyline itself. So I'm gonna go for being funny and creativity. Because I think Scott would be the type of person that would be like very funny, but also like very like happy inside. So I'm gonna try and do that. So let's do that. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full chaos, crazy. You have no idea how to escalate so many, but at one point there were like 300 people. Someone summoned demons from the nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. Okay, you look up to find Lemmy and Scott waving their phones in each other's faces. What about this one? Nah, I definitely swiped left on that one, bro. But this one is my best picture. But it's not even a picture of you. It's just a photo of a stop sign waving a top hat. Stop sign with a top hat. I could see that happening. It's artistic. But man, oh my gosh, could you just whoops. Now I'm just thinking about this out loud. Would it be funny if signs have hats? It would be so like distracting, but also funny to have a sign with a top hat. Even if it's just like a fancy hat or like a fedora or something, that would be funny to me. Just out of the blue, just something random and crazy, like a stop sign with a fedora. Oh, and exit signs with mustaches. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know, maybe if it was a picture of a fire hydrant. Well, it's not as if your pictures are in any way superior. What are you even doing in this one? Smiling.
So mainstream.
See, unacceptable. But I like smiling. Are you sure it's wrong? Of course I am. Look, I'll even bring in an apparent third party. You're renowned for your dating apps. To see, what's your secret? I don't just smile with my face, I also draw a smiley face on my bare chest. I shock and amaze them with my costume monogram filter. Tip of mustache. I think the top one would be Scott. Because Lemmy is all but filters and stuff. So I'm thinking the top one would be that one. There we go! Whoa, dude! That's like 6 times as many smiles! 2. It's 2 times as many. Bro, who has time for math at a time like this? Oh man. Yeah, no time to think! Do it! I gotta find a Sharpie. No! Don't find a Sharpie!
Bye-bye.
This is gonna be like that time I passed out at that football party, except with smileys instead of... Ah! These? That is technically correct. You wish you were as easy to please as Scott. You gain 2 creativity and 1 fun. Alrighty. Off to a good start.
All right.
Alrighty. Walk over to Miranda and Scott's table to find them peering suspiciously into a burger. Cheeseburger. Secret sauce? Secret sauce! What dread mysteries do you conceal? Ah, secret sauce.
Awesome, bro.
Whoa, do you think the secret sauce can talk? Cool. There's a lot of good sauces out there, but I think my overall favorite sauce from like any place in particular is Cane's. Cane's sauce is delicious, okay? It is like super amazing. Please, if you have not gone to Cane's, I highly recommend go to Raising Cane's because their sauce is downright awesome. Okay? You can eat it with fries, you can eat it with like chicken, like their sauce is so good. And the best part is that you can take it home and put it on your burger. Like, Cane's sauce is like the ultimate sauce in my opinion for me. But I would guarantee you one thing, it's better than pink sauce. Hey, secret sauce, what are you made out of? No, Scott, my question was... rhetorical. Awesome, mine was loud. Oh, it's no use. We will never disturb the activity ingredient of this delicious secret sauce. Unless you have an idea, Blue Dragon. Okay. The blood of your father's enemies, Miranda. That's why it's so delicious. You're overthinking this, Scott. It's a sauce made of secret. It's a sauce made of secrets. I think the bottom one? Oh, of course! Secret sauce! The clue is in the title! But what are the secrets made out of? That's a pretty good question. What are secrets made out of? Wait, words! Shh, Miranda, it's a secret. But, shh. 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 Even the look. In an effort to become more mysterious, Scott has you rub secret sauce all over his chest. You're definitely into it. Okay. Okay, it was just from quiet to like sauce being rubbed.
All right.
Okay. Okay, auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves has descended to give you a figurative, not saying that. Your preference is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain two creativity. You see hordes of your classmates running away from Vera and Scott. They're all screaming, SPOILERS!
Great.
Whoa! I never thought Scott would be a tree, but that's cool. And birds. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Have you seen the latest episode of Detective where Weasel finally exposed the cartel's entire operation?
Awesome, bro.
I did. It was exciting. I peed on Grandma's carpet. What?
Not bad.
I know, right? And the cartel's organizational structures is so cool. I took so many notes.
Oh, bro.
But last night was the last episode. I was so sad. I peed on Grandma's carpet. Oh God, please stop! Well, why don't we start our own TV show? We'll make it better than Were Weasel. Whoa.
What?
But better than Were Weasel? Is that even possible? Maybe. It's a 50-50 shot, sometimes. We're the perfect team. I have money, and you're the gullible target audience. We're gonna film studio with crowds your ideas. Scott Gorgona Film Studios? We'll talk about that later. Right now, I need ideas. Okay. Let's see. When the mafia threatens too close to his high school, an ugly Nosferatu must expose the syndicate to save the only place that lets him do his reps. Chile, 1985, when Pinochet floods the market with black cocaine, and courageous drug dealer becomes a private eye to blackmail Panico and save her collapse. You know, that's what I was watching yesterday. I was watching Nosferatu. Because I got, like, so curious. Because, like, okay. You guys know I listen to Ghost. And there has been, like notifications. And, like, there's even, like, an album that's, like, referenced in Nosferatu. And I was just, like, so curious. Because now I'm, like, in this vampire maze. Where I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna read, like, vampire books. I'm gonna read, like, anything that's vampiric, or, like, watch movies that are vampire related. And one of them was Nosferatu. And later on, I'll watch more, like, vampire movies. But I'm not watching, Twilight. I am not watching the Twilight movies. You can just forget that. I was in the era with the Twilight stuff, and let me tell you something. Not interested. Not interested at all. But Nosferatu, it was really interesting, but I got a little, like, lost a little bit. But it was really interesting, and I kind of like it. I actually kind of like it. It was really spooky, but not to the extreme, because it was an old film, and I actually could handle that. Because the thing is that old films, I can handle those. Like, horror films, like, I can handle the old ones. But when it comes to the new ones, yeah, they're too crazy advanced. I can't handle them. I would just stay up for weeks with that sort of thing. So yeah. I'm kind of in a little bit of vampire phase, and I'm gonna watch more vampire stuff. Probably, maybe, who knows. But one thing's for sure is that on my list of things to read, I'm going to read the Dracula books and see what that's all about. Maybe the top one?
Ah, cool.
So creative. Okay. His gym. How could they do that to him? Nosferatus across the globe are struggling to get swallow. Would you say that this is a sensitive issue for your demographic? Gym is always a secretive issue. Sensitive issue. Good. I can smell the S out of sensitive.
Hooray!
Finally, the world will understand the struggles of buff Nosferatu everywhere. Hurrah! Vera writes a... Let's see. Vera writes a pilot and hires vampire bodybuilders Vlad the gym parlor, to play the leading role. You gain 3 money, and as an advance to your creative work. Nice. Okay.
All right.
So you're in the auditorium. Let's go here. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fills your team's spirit, leading the spectacular combat. You're clever. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Okay. Nearby, you can see Scott and the wolf pack talking. Scott, we have the greatest power drink to date. Check this out, bro. Oh, I love power drinks. But wait, this new cutting-edge sport supplement is like no other before. There's no need to mix with the beverage. You can consume it using your own nose. It's called... Oh god. Cocaine 9. Yeah, Cocaine 9. Well, that's totally doesn't sound like your regular power drink. Oh god, no! Which definitely means it's cutting edge, just like you said. Oh god! Yeah, it's like 50% energy drink, 50% protein power, and 50% and 100% raw power. God dang, with these crazy pranks, but before you can do anything, Scott has snorted all the coke. Wag! And he goes full werewolf mode. And now he's basically unleashed and is destroying everything he sees. You need to do something to calm him down, but what? Give him a flashy fidget spinner. Using your fast knowledge of aromatherapy, give him some lavender scented to neutralize the regular scent and relax him a bit. I'm gonna go with fidget spinner? Okay. Oh wait, is that good? You start spinning a very flashy fidget spinner in front of Wolf Scott. He stops wreaking havoc and stares at the spinning fidget spinner. It's so spinny. After all, he reverts to his normal self because everyone knows that it triggers a werewolf transformation, but a fidget spinner can cancel it. Bro, this thingy is the best thingy ever. It's like a very safe and friendly shuriken. Can I keep it? Yes, you may keep it. How can you say no to that pair of puppy dog eyes? Hurrah! You see Scott flee with your fidget spinner, still managed to wreak some havoc despite calling it very safe and friendly. Clumsy, handsome Scott, you gain 2 charm and 1 smart. Okie dokie. Here we go. You find Lemmy taking a picture of his food and Scott taking a picture of also Lemmy's food. Ha! Yes, Scott. Snap away. My artistic plating is too magnificent to ignore. Artistic what? I'm playing Pokemon's Go, the mobile version of the hit Pocket Humans video game. What do Pockets Man have to do with my food pick? There's a level 43 Barbarian Headson hanging out in the middle of your plate. Here, take a look. Scott, what does your phone show a tiny human doing pottery on top of my eggplant ravioli? You mean you don't know Baron Hansen? Hansen? He used to be a chartered accountant, but now he's decided to pursue his dreams of being a world-famous potter. That major life change has made him super rare. Pocket humans also never follow that dreams. Well, I don't care how rare he is. His presence is spoiling my present food pick. Spoiling it, but pocket humans are way cooler than a boring old food pick. You take that back. Uh-oh, tempers are running a little high. Looks like it's up to you to settle this dispute. Scott's right, Lemmy. Why take a normal clinch food pick when you could take a food pick of Scott's capturing a Pokemon's off your food pick? Scott, look over there. There's a hot hoe gather on top of that pile of mashed potatoes. Think bottom? Oh no, it's not, it's Lemmy. Sergeant Hawthorne, the strongest accountant type Pokemon in the game? What does it even mean to be a strong accountant? Is he like really good at math? No, he's just super buff. The buffest accountant. I gotta have him. Scott bounced across the cafeteria and practically drives into Gravy Germal's mashed potatoes, looking for a Pokemon to capture. Do you think he actually knows how to play Pokemon Go, or do you think he just like drives into people's food? The two of you debate the question while you help Lemmy line up the perfect food pick. Later he lines up some very H picks with you. Okay, wrong one.
All right.
Okay, so let's do fun. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Everything is fine until Jimmy the small magical lantern cat asks what do you think you're doing. Then you didn't remember you as a dancing, but you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the groovy mosaic. Jan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the groovy mosaic. In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the groovy mosaic all together. It is a party to remember. You gain 2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. You know Scott's sitting thoughtfully by a half-dug hole. It's not like him to leave a hole half-dug. You ask him what's up.
Not cool.
It's not about what's up, it's about what's down and how down it is. I mean, I'm giving 110% of these holes, but it's like Coach always says. 110% is only 50% of 220%. I mean, look at this. I can barely fit in this hole, and there's only one of me of it. Can you please help me figure out a way to dig more and better holes? This is why God invented dynamite. Meet my friends, the mole people. They're great at digging, and they definitely don't secretly run the government. I think mole people? There we go. You introduce Scott to your totally harmless friends, the mole people. Ah, you guys are so cute. Look at your fuzzy little heads, your little black nose, and your adorable little illuminated tattoos. What's that you say? You helped me dig a hole under the White House? I don't know why I want to dig a hole there in particular, but you know what they say, any big hole is a good hole. When you later learn that the White House has been mysteriously swallowed by the Earth, you're not surprised. Once again, it looks like everybody wins. Everybody wins. You gain 2 fun and 1 charm.
Alright.
I'm gonna do some creativity. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act so hard that some of your classmates in the audience throw roses at you. 7 roses to be exact. Dang, roses aren't a value currency or stat in this game. Anyway, you checked your comforter app to see if this could translate into something a bit more useful. It seems 7 roses equals 2 creativity points. Sweet, you gain 2 creativity points. Okay. It's almost time for football practice, but you see Scott without his uniform on, looking sadder than you ever seen him.
Whoa!
I just can't believe it, bro. Coach kicked me off the team. No! Why? It's not fair. How was I supposed to know that new Coca 9 powered drink contains cocaine? But rules are rules, and apparently doing a bunch of cocaine is against those rules. What am I supposed to do, bro? Sports is my life. A life without sports is like a life without life. For you, but not for me. Please, bro, help me figure out a way to get back on the team. You love to help, the only question is how. Skip the punch with Coco on prom night. If the whole team's on cocaine, coach will have to let you all play. All we gotta do is convince coach that cocaine is a good thing. A little hands-on demonstration wouldn't hurt. Maybe top? Okay. That's a great idea. It's like Coach always says. A real team does everything together. Running, throwing, even going number 2. We can do cooking together too. It'll be a real bonding experience. Kids, don't try this at home! And then Coach will see how committed I am to the team and he'll have to let me play. My favorite thing about this plan is that there's nothing illegal or unethical about it. You gotta have to find some cocaine though. Do you know how to do that? That shouldn't be a problem. In fact, you're pretty sure you saw someone selling somewhere. You gain 2 creativity points and 1 fun.
Alright.
Okie dokie. Looks like he's sitting with... Lemmy. You take your seat between the strongest and the smartest men you know. Which one's smart and which one's the strongest? Lemmy appears to be taking a very intense picture of some bizarre looking food. Bizarre? Scott is looking about as confused as you are currently. But Lemmy, food is delicious. It's for eating. That's why they call it lunchtime. Yeah, food is delicious. Neither of those statements is wrong, but they also aren't quite connected. How are they not connected? I don't understand about this. Scott, if I have to compensate to eat, I assure you, I would still ignore the actual contents of the food. in favor of finding the perfect combination for a flawless monogram post. I see. Oh, I see. Wait, you do? You're going to post a picture to advertise the food to people who can actually eat it. You're so smart. Is that what he's doing? I'll be happy to eat your food for you. I'm afraid your palate is way too unsophisticated to appreciate this rare Japanese delicacy. Oh, they're Japanese? Do you have any Scott snacks? Scott snack? Do you know what? Fine. I've taken all the pictures I need. Eat whatever you want. Oh boy, free food! Thanks, Tommy. Oh, they all look so yummy. I don't know where to start. Blue Dragon, any ideas? Okay. Maybe your choice of snacks can get one of these boys to want a snack. It's just perfect right then and there of that. Okay. And it went to a way not too literally. Okay. Obviously, the lychee fruit maybe custard with a side of tofu and a drill ice of raspberry extra of the most superior food on the plate. Go for the brightly colored bag of meat biscuits that somehow has an anime drawing of Scott's face on it that says Scott Snacks. That one? Yes, you do have Scott Snacks. Yay, Scott Snacks! Is it like Scooby-Doo snacks or something? Scott Snacks? What does that mean? How is this possible? Why is your face on an obscure Japanese biscuit brand? Is that really you? Oh yeah, totally. There was this one time where I was, well, actually it was a full moon, so I'm not really sure exactly what happened. But somehow I ended up hanging out with these really cool Japanese businessmen the whole evening. But how? What even? Yeah, I guess they saw me practicing a few sports moves, and they saw how strong and fast I was, and they wanted to show how their meat trees are strong and fast. So they asked if they could use me as their new mascot, and I said of course. And then the Scott Snacks became a hit, and now I'm kind of famous in Japan. Thanks for pointing out the Scott Snacks for me, Blue Dragon. No problem. It's nice to know you want to see my face. I want to see yours too. Aw. How is he so muscular and so adorable at the same time? Maybe one day you can put your face together.
All right.
Okie dokie. So, let's see. Creativity, charm, and fun. Let's do some charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Like always. When it comes to the gem. At one point, you're about to eliminate by a player from the other team. But suddenly, you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartful speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of that moment to weakness throw the ball at him. You lose -5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now, and you gain 2 charms. Nice. You're almost dog-like whimpering and go see what sort of poor animal is in pain. It's Scott! The answer is Scott, who is cross-eyed with concentration. He yelps and snaps out of it.
Hey, bro.
Oh, bro, thank goodness you're here. I was trying to think all by myself, and it was really hard, you know? What you thinking about, mate? See, I know I'm the best at exercising. I'm the exercise master, the exercise sword, the exorcist. What? But I've never tried exercising my brain. And in a way, the brain is almost part of the body too, you know? Right. It's sort of 3 in 1 because it'll make me better at exercism and being smarter will keep me from getting bad grades and kick off the sports team. That wasn't 3 things or 1 thing, but you still have some ideas. Books are like weights for your brain, and heavier weights are better, so you just need to lift really heavy books. Let's brainstorm. By which I mean, let's make a little actual storm in your brain. Maybe the books? Okay. Oh! That makes total sense! Everyone's always talking about how people would read big books must be really smart. So if I bench press big books,
Touchdown!
then my smarts will become strong. And people will say, "Do you even lift?" And I'll say, "Yeah, books." And then, when I get really smart, I can rip phone books in half. Those have tons of words and numbers, so they should be like books for super smart people. Finally, a use for all those phone books nobody uses anymore. You gain 2 creativity and 1 smart. Yays.
All right.
Okay, I was thinking about going to class, but the store is in the classroom. So I guess we'll just have to go to gym again. I guess. So let's do that. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match is so intense and both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes. By being part of your charm against part of the other team's leader's charm. That combination amazes your whole team and their spirits is full by determination. Finally, you win by taking 2 charm from the other team's leader. She's now a bit less fabulous. Okay. You just happen to be hanging around near Scott, you know, not because you're like following him or anything. I'm trying to ask him out. This is the whole purpose of the game, narrator. When suddenly, a rift opens in the time and space, and handsome prince steps through, bedecked in otherworldly finery. He approaches Scott, not this S again.
Greetings, my love.
I was not expecting that voice. I was really not expecting that voice. Not at all. Okay. My beloved, I have quested across dimensions to see your face. Really? Oh, well, here it is. Here's my face. Okay. It is more than your face that I need. Scott, the great tosser of balls, I also need your body. What? Come again? Luckily, I brought that with me too. What is happening? But do not desire to merely gaze up your body, though that in itself is pleasure. My kingdom, you see, is besieged by a full dryer harp, and only your muscles can save us. And once the lonesome beast is vanquished, perhaps we can find some other use for that body of yours. Wink. Oh. Oh my gosh, you say wink out loud too? That's so cool. At least you're getting a long way too. Wow, you need to slay the beast yourself before Scott and the prince spend any more time together. But how? Rally a swarm of extra-dimensional termites to devour the dry beast's spine. Sing so sweetly that the dire heart kills itself out of jealousy. This one? Yes. Before Scott or Prince can react, you charge through the portal to defeat the drive harp with the power of song. You delicate tones drive the dryer heart to tears. Except because harps don't have tear ducts, it just explodes instantly. Magnificent work, my entrusted friend. You shall sing at me and Scott's wedding. Wait, wedding? I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of commitment. I'm already married to the game, you know. What? Curse you, game! The prince gets you both out of his dimension and seals a portal behind you. Nice. You gain 2 bonus and 1 creativity.
All right.
Okie dokie. Scott and Damien, what's up? You sit down to enjoy a nice normal meal at the Spooky High cafeteria as usual. LOL, just kidding. Some apt up is always going on here, and today is no different. Oh, hello, Blue Dragon. Did you want to come sit with us? Us and our imaginary friend. No one else is here. Their imaginary friend roars and the whole cafeteria shakes. Okay, Blue Dragon, you have some smarts. You're probably going to figure this out pretty quickly. Why do we have a wild beast under our table? Why don't you take a guess? Wreak havoc! It's asking you to guess because we totally forgot our plan. Scott, no we didn't. Shut it. We were going to teach it the piano or maybe the saxophone. I lost my notes. No worries, no notes needed. You know exactly what they should do with this wild beast. Okay. Wild beast should be the new school mascot. Put him in a sports jersey and let's rock. Go team. It's obvious you might brought such a beast to the kitchen to turn it into the next Monster Chef champion so they can split the big Monster Chef cash prize. Top one. Oh, that's a great idea. I'm pretty sure Spooky High already has a mascot, but you know what they say, the more mascots the merrier. I really don't think they say that. Well, they should. If most schools have only one mascot, have multiple mascots will be more thing that makes our amazing school even more extra special. Now, honestly, in my opinion, if there is like more mascots and more events during a sports event, I might consider actually going to a sports event. You know, might. But anything else is a no. I can see it now. The spooky high wild beast that Scott and Damien kept under its table. Rah rah wild beast, eat the other's team and make a feast, and try not to get an infection from yeast. Huh, that rhymes. Actually, that's chant is pretty dope. Blue Dragon, thank you tons. The wild beast master sure will be fun. If you ask me, I owe you one. If you were to nitpick, you could point out that tons and one/fun don't actually rhyme. Tons, one, fun, tons, fun. Tons, one, fun. It rhymes with the N. But why would you nitpick such an adorable and genius display of affection from darling Scott?
All right.
Trying to look for something here. Hold on, give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. I was looking for scissors. To cut the string. Okay, so we got charm, pretty good. Creativity and fun. Let's do some fun. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. At one point, Jane, the small magical Latoon cat, slips on a banana peel. You start laughing at him. I laugh because you slip on a banana peel. He asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that you somehow steal 2 fun from him. Hurrah! Rah 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 rah. You find Scott sadly holding a open bottle of Power Slush, the full-like elixir that gets you ripped.
Whoa!
Bro, this protein shake is a bottle of gross. Shake in a bottle of gross. Bottle is gross. Oh my gosh. I actually did have like a chocolate milkshake, protein shake. And like, the thing is that it was offered for free at the, at my high school during those times. And I was like super thirsty on that day, and I drank it. Dude, that stuff is straight up gross. Like, that muscle milk protein stuff is straight up gross. I'd rather just like have myself like be thirsty rather than drink that stuff. But that stuff is gross. And like there were so many of it. There was like boxes upon boxes of those protein milkshakes. And they were all like chocolate and stuff, and it's gross. It is straight up gross. It is straight up gross. I don't even know what most of these ingredients are. Broke Raven, Abercorn Blend, Kale. Plus it tastes like buns. Not a stranger's buns, which is exciting to smell, but a gross nasty bun from a bun swamp. I can't just toss it though, I already opened it, and Coach always says I gotta finish what I start. Bro, help me find something to mix into this power drink that'll make me buff and taste good. Make the drink taste good, I mean, I don't need to taste good, I think I taste fine. Try this bottle of Genie Sweat, I stole it from a genie. Good thing I brought these grape flavor steroids. I think the bottom one?
Awesome, bro.
There we go! Dude, yes! I've been always unsure on steroids, so it's so hard to determine if they're good or not. Pros, they make you buff. Cons, it doesn't seem like something a good boy would do. But I like grape flavor. That's 2 pros over 1 con. So, now it has to be a healthy good thing, right? No. No. You think it's probably not healthy, but you're not a doctor. The doctor you stole the steroids from was a doctor. You gain 2 charm and 1 fun.
All right.
I think I'm gonna go to class. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the date gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. Vera is given an informative presentation today in speech class. Oh god, speech class. I remember I had to do speech class during my time in high school. It was probably my, my sophomore year when I had to take speech class. And let me tell you something. It was pretty easy, not gonna lie. But if you're afraid of, like talking to people right in front of thousands of people, I truly understand. I get kind of nervous sometimes, but listen, it's kind of like flights for me. Like, I hate going on airplanes sometimes because I'm afraid of heights, and heights is something that I do not like at all. But when I do my first flight, I get super anxious and nervous. But like, coming to like my second flight from somewhere, I'm like, this ain't that bad. It's kind of like a weird thing, you know, for me. But like, once I did my first speech, everything's okay and fine, you know? And in fact, it's just like a habit. I'm just used to it by now. Of giving out speeches and stuff. But it's okay to be nervous at talking. It's truly okay to be nervous at talking. You just gotta take like little steps. Just take little steps of practice and eventually you'll be able to speak to basically everyone. Or even to an entire crowd for that matter. But if you're nervous, it's okay. Just start small. And eventually you'll get better. But anyway, speech classes. It's called Why Everyone But Me is a trash person who deserves scorn. I do not know what that means. Scott, we simply must help make sure Vera's speech is a success. Why? Isn't it her speech about how we're all really bad and dumb? Because Vera is our friend, Scott, and friendship is the greatest treasure of all. Also, my parents owe money for her father. Oh yeah, okay. This calls for some good old-fashioned cheerleading. Cheerleading? Yes! But how does one cheerlead? Give me pom-poms. Just do that, you'll be fine. It's simple, you just... Oh no, I don't know how to explain it with words. Someone help me to do words good. You think if you give Scott a sensible suggestion, it might just stop this from getting any stupider, so you tell them both to build a human pyramid. Do the wave. Wave? Scott, how does one perform this maneuver? Sorry. It's the easiest thing. Just wave your arms like this and pretty soon everyone will join in. No one joins in. Scott and Miranda flared their arms like desperate jellyfish, making splashing sounds with their mouths. Far from being thrown off by the disturbance, Vera smiles and points to the two idiots consulting in their seats. I was told this presentation requires a vessel atom. This is mine. Behold, two morons in their natural habitat. Vera gets a solid A on her presentation. She confides you later that she had totally forgot to include a vessel atom. That display of stupidity actually saved her. You gained 2 creativity and 1 fun. Nice. We're getting good so far.
All right.
Looks like we're going to be Vera and Scott. As you approach the table, you see Vera delicately lifting a forkful of guano to her mouth. She brings lunch from her home when... Food fork 6-8! Who do we... 2 forks 6-8! Who do we dedicate? Eating! Yay, eating! Scott, what on earth are you doing? I'm cheerleading you to help you be the best eater in the whole school. What caused this obsession with cheerleading me through mundane activities that require no cheerleading? Oh my gosh. I'm getting straight up vibes during my band years. Oh my god. What was the most horrible thing when it comes to like football season sometimes is that footballs only start on Fridays, and when football starts, that means that the band teacher had the most brilliant idea during her time where she literally grabs all the brass players and all of the drum players and decides to play them while we are eating. So basically they're playing one song after another, and obviously lunch is actually during a quiet, nice, peaceful time during like crazy like homework and activities and like lessons through like school and stuff, but I really just didn't like it at all because it is so loud. It is so loud and stuff, and I just hate it. I literally hated it. It was fun sometimes, but then as for like a while, it gets like pretty annoying because it is such a small space and it echoes too. So basically, it's just a big, loud, like, performance. And you can't do anything about it. You literally cannot do anything about it. So basically, you're hearing drums and blast players throughout the entirety of your time eating. And stuff. And, like, it's okay for 1 or 2, but this goes on throughout the entirety of, like, football season. And it's so bad. It's so bad, literally. I kinda hated it. Everything requires cheerleading, silly. That's why we have cheerleaders from our cheerleaders. But I can see my cheerleading is not working. You haven't eaten anything yet. That's because you keep startling me with your dang cheerleading. I can't eat when I'm startled. No, that can't be it. I must not be cheerleading hard enough. Hey friend, maybe you can help me. You shouldn't be cheerful for Vidya to eat the food. You should be cheering for the food to get eaten by Vera in the walk-in freezer. Nah, the problem is obviously that we aren't dressed up as a giant salad. That one's for Vera. I think this one's for Scott. Yeah! Oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, sports cheerleading dresses like giant steaks and drumsticks all the time. Or maybe that's just how they look when I'm really hungry. Whatever, let's dress up. Luckily, the school keeps some giant vegetable costumes in the dormitory for a health presentation, so you snatch them and start cheering. Beets! Aggressive! Eat beets! Aggressive! There aren't even any beets in a salad. It's just Gwenenda and the tears of my enemies. Vera's peep, but she does eat her salad really fast just so you'll just leave her alone. Hurrah for cheerleading!
All right.
Okie dokie, so maybe charm. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. Hold on, give me 1 second. There we go. There we goes. Many people fall during the battle you can't take anymore, so you finally go straight to the other team's leader and start negotiating for a truce. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement with an unexpected twist. You gain 100 righteousness. 10 righteousness, but this game is so wrong in so many ways that you would be lucky if you could do any with that. You gain 2 charm. Later you find Scott sitting on the bleachers talking to himself. And victory is like a card. You gotta chase it and no. It's no use, bro. The big game's this weekend, and I'm the quarterback, so I gotta give a good pep talk, but well, I don't know how to talk peep, bro. I got plenty of peep inside of me, but how do I make it come out of my mouth? I tried using words and different words and even grunts and growls, but my teammates just look at me in fear and confusion. Do you think maybe you can help me talk my peep? Of course you can. You share your secrets to an extra peppy talk. Oh, pep. That's what it is. Pep. Here, wear my lucky underwear. My talk is always peppier with this around my nether. It's not supposed to be a pep talk. It's supposed to be a pub talk. Bring your baby brother and everyone would get pumped for sure. Maybe this? Oh yeah, that makes way more sense. No. I don't even know what pep means, but I don't know what pup means, and I've got plenty of those at home. Scott comes the next day with an armful of rambunctious 4-year-old boys. I forgot it's not a full moon, so all the pups are just regular boys right now. I hope that's okay. It's not okay. The boys tied everyone's shoes together, number 2 in the drink fountain, and knock over everyone's drinks. 4-year-olds are the effing worst. This is fine. Everyone calm down. If we just wait 2 weeks, it'll be a full moon, and these guys will be adorable. That may be true, but the team doesn't have that kind of time. They lose the game, and you lose 2 smarts and 1 charm. Ooh.
All right.
Okay. Let's go to the gym again. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place, but the match isn't as important as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It is the most epic wink ever. Dang, you know how to win over people's hearts. You gain 2 charm. Okay. Scott catches up with you afterwards, panting with excitement. Hey bro, I was just thinking today about how much I like you and want to share all my favorite things with you. Oh, really? I thought about sharing my bones with you, but I don't remember where I buried any of them. Then I thought maybe we could go out number 1 together, but number 1 of each other's territory will be wrong. And I don't know how to share the moon or even where it is right now. So I guess that just leaves my 2 favorite things in the whole world, cheerleading and sports. Oh god. And since you're not on the sports team, cheerleading it is. Let's cheer together. Okie dokie. What's that? You want to know what we're cheering for? Well, I thought I'd leave that up to you. What should we cheer for, bro? We should cheer for the work class. Nothing will aid to rise for the planetary like the hearty cheer. We should cheer for each other because friendship is the greatest sport of all time. Bottom 1! Yes, we'll cheer for each other. Each other's cheering. And our cheering will make each other's cheering more cheerful. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Scott picks you up and tosses you in the air. But before you hit the ground, he's in your arms ready for you to toss him. Toss me higher, bro. With friendship, anything is possible. Oh god. Hope I don't go to the infirmary. Prom is just around the corner. I mean hours. You toss Scott into the air, but somehow the force of your encouragement allows him to toss you again. You can fly. You fly into space. You crash into the sun. The sun is not much for your love for each other. I can't tell whether this fire in my heart is me getting burned up by the sun or my love for you. It's probably both. You slingshot around the sun, traveling faster than the speed of light. You crashed into Earth 7 days ago, right before the opposing team scored a touchdown in last week's sports game. You obliterate the enemy's quarterback. Whoa, secret move. Ha, yeah, cheerleading! Cheerleading indeed. And now you have an entire extra week to hang out with Scott, which won't be inflicted in the game. Your time travel cheater. You gain 2 bullet points and 1 fun.
All right.
Okie dokie. Now over here. You find Scott and Damien shoveling hot dogs and mashed potatoes into their mouth while Coach cheers them on.
Always believe in yourself.
Go, boys, go! Punch your way to victory! There's no truer sport than an eating contest. 10th crunch. 7th. It looks like it's a pretty fair fight so far. But where's the fun in that? Time to step in and tip the balance. Distract Scott with surprise fireworks. Slaughter Damien's hot dog and holy ketchup. Sorry, Damien! You pull out your bottle of Brother Cothin's father's son and the Holy Ghost pepper ketchup and dump it on Damien's hot dog. Damien's dogs. Yeah, finally a sauce hot. Enough for OF, my soul is melting!
Always embrace youth.
Power through, Damien. The heat you're feeling is just the fire of determination. No fire! I can handle. This ketchup is effing constructed. I'm having an allergic reaction. Allergic reactions are just weakness. Leaving the body, Damien. Keep it up.
I'm out.
I'm pretty sure that's wrong and dangerous advice, Coach. I quit.
Good job.
Well, I guess that makes Scott the winner. Congratulations, Scott.
Hooray!
Hooray! I love winning. Yay! Huzzah!
Ah!
Great hurrah! Now will someone take me to the nurse's office? Yes, take him to the nurse's office quick. Hurrah! I love helping! Scott rushes off carrying Damien's smoking body, and you rush just a little closer to Scott's heart. Yay!
All right.
Okay, so let's see. Let's do fun. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You casually chatted with Janet, the small magical lemento cat. You start telling him that hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one? The one involved the beehive, the blowing up doll of the president, the penguin blast, and the mysteries of the Goblin King. Oh, whoops. Slowly lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where Goblin King was, 10 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all the laughter and turns it into 2 fun. Okay, you turn away to the rave of finding Scott nervously sniffing the ground and looking around suspiciously. You ask him what's up and prepare for a stupid answer. He does not disappoint. Isn't it obvious, bro? I mean, you know why all of these people are out here, right? Why? Why are they out here? To steal my stash of awesome bones. Oh, you got bones buried here, man? Oh wait, hold on. There we goes. They look like they're just out here having a good time, but that's all a rush. It's bones they want. My bones! Quick, bro, if you're really my bro, you'll help me move my bones before all these other bros find them. Where should I move them to? Tell me. A preschool. No one ever looks for bones at a preschool. Forget these bones. You already have a near infinite supplement of bones hidden inside of people. Preschool? Oh. Scott unquestionably accepts your suggestion and runs off to Monster Preschool to bury his bones. A few hours later, you get a phone call from Monster Police Station. There is a police station? After everything that I've done for a couple of streams, now there's a police station? Wow. Just wow. I need you to come bail me out, bro. I'm sorry. It turns out people get all weird if they find you burying a bunch of skeletons inside a preschool. I told them I was just making sure nobody would ever find my special bones, but that didn't calm them down at all. Anyway, come quick, I left some of my bones above ground, and who knows what happened to them. I'm sorry, man. As you head down to bail out Scout, you reflect on the valuable lesson you learned today. And that is... always separate your skeletons into individual bones before burying them inside a preschool. You lose minus boldness and 1 smarts. Alright. Let's see if we can do it. Let's do it!
All right.
You finally pick up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. Prom? I don't know if this tingling is love or the 5 energy drinks I just drank, but this feels like the right thing to do. Let's go to prom together! Yeah! It was definitely the 5 energy drinks, but who cares?
We're the perfect team.
Oh, nice! That's so awesome! Prom night was rad. Well, there was that part when the full moon came out and Scott transformed into a rabid wolf and nearly killed 3 people. Oh god. But aside from that, it was a wonderful night to remember. Yay! So I guess that's probably like the awesomest ending of all time, probably. I don't know. Blue Dragon, most likely to make Pluto a planet again. Yes! Pluto's a planet! I don't care what people say! Pluto is a planet! And in fact, it's my favorite planet of all time! Pluto's a planet! Scott, most likely to be a good boy. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we keep on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendships, and learning about who we really were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happens, and it was wonderful. Scott unexpectedly ends up in a film school and partnered with Fiera to co-create their very own TV show. Nice! It was bought by Netflix since Netflix was buying anything, even a crazy TV show co-created by recently graduated high schoolers. Damien loved fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super illegal affair, and he ended up in prison for arson. Oh god. Fortunately, prison was flammable. Polly took a summer job at the Ghost of Christmas Present. She spent most of her time partying, and there was also no work because, you know, it was summer. Nice. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seems larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in their war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Together we will survive. Ah, it's a paintball war. You unlocked 6 new images in the gallery. That's awesome. You know, I really want to do a paintball war one day. I really want to experience a paintball war. I really want to one day. Oh, that's nice. That's so nice. Let's see. Oh, that's so cool. More art. Ooh. That means design an earlier concept. Ah. Nice. Oh, that's so cute! Oh, that's so cute! Aww. That's so adorable. Okay. Now we're gonna go try with Polly. Let's see if we can get Polly. Ah, spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were.
Sure thing.
and we had yet to experience the ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attentions of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates.
Huzzah!
Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien Levy, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love for fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensates his rather small brain with a stupid huge heart. Lemmy D. Lioncourt, 400 years old, a hipster vampire who stands offish demeanor high that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polly Genis, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made Gorgon with merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever! All minds are rotting, but they are rotting in so many different ways. Worry no more, we now use our PhD to BS to diagnose which kind of devious sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. The potato season. Monday, Jan 4th. 8 to 7 o'clock. Oh my gosh, this is a relation to Bachelorette, but with potatoes. I love her for French fries. That would be so funny to watch. Can you just imagine a bunch of people like loving like potatoes and wanting them to choose which potatoes that they love more? Is it the Frenchy fries potatoes? Is it a baked potato? Is it a smoked potato? Which potato would you choose? Would the potato be angry, or would the potato be frustrated and start crying? Who knows? Okay, the coolest reality show would be people in positions of power must face all sorts of questions relevant to their field, and if they fail, they lose their jobs and society wins. Oh god. 8 rich people fighting in weekly challenges to see who's the best at giving money to you. Is that a reference to, Sharks? Is that a reference to Sharks? I think that's a reference to Sharks. But man, it's been years since I've seen Sharks. Last time I saw Sharks was when they got super crazy over this one product. And everybody wanted it all at the same time. It was basically like a huge lamp. And it was the size of like a book, like a regular book. Like imagine a book, and you open it up and it's like a paper mache lantern light. And you can stick it mostly anywhere. On the counters, on a table, or even on the wall if you wanted to. It's perfect for night lights, and it's perfect for basically anything. And like Sharks went crazy for this product, and they wanted this product so badly because it was so good. That's like the last time I ever heard of Sharks. And obviously the Smiley Sponge too, where basically that product was so bad that nobody wanted it, but look at it now. It's basically everywhere at Walmart and other places too. That smiling sponge. Man, have they made a mistake for not wanting it. Alright, anyways, moving on. 12 experts on the various arts of seduction live in a house where they must face a common challenge. Seducing a potato into marriage somehow. Okay, that's Bachelorette. I think I'll go with sharks. Smells fresh. If that dollar bill was real, I would question humanity now. If it was real, I would just literally straight up question humanity. You're electing president for a day. You're elected president for a day. What's the first law you pass? I have some in mind, but I'm not going to say it. Trivia fact, presidents don't pass laws. So is this a trick question or are you just being an idiot? $1 bills for now include a picture of me and the inscription, "Beware too much awesomeness. My pregnancy might last a day, but my fame will last forever. You can deduct tax by writing sonnet instead. Amounts of tax deducted or calculated based on the beauty of sonnet." Too much awesomeness. Okay. What would be your dream first date? A wealthy and manly wrestling match. An art exhibit experimental enough to give a seizure. Crime. A lovely walk in the forest after rescuing your date from a dragon. A wild party in international waters. A professional meeting where you charm your day with some astronomist business advice. I think this one? Oh, okay. I literally thought the bottom one was for the mermaid one.
All right.
But close enough. Okay. So probably for her, I would probably get creativity and charm. No, actually, creativity and fun. Because Polly is like a very, like a fun type person, in a way of a sense. Like, she's very positive and wants to do, like, fun things. So probably doing fun things is a way to get to her, but with also some creativity. In a way of a sense. I think. So I'm gonna go with creativity. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it was as though the monsters themselves had descended to give you a... Not finishing that word. Your performance is instant and inspiring. It will be remembered for your generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativities. Okay. You notice Vera showing off an extravagant new necklace to Miranda.
Your one and only, Vera Oberlin.
Oh. Oh, Miranda's a princess. There's the crown jewels of Lamira. My family acquires them in a cutthroat business merge. Do you like them? Oh yes, very much.
Disgraceful.
Such a shame about the Miriam royal family, though. What? What? That they're all dead at the hands of their own servants? No, that's an unavoidable. Once the true tragedy had taken place, they were no longer loved by their subjects. Feared you mean? Oh no, fear is so scary. Love is what matters. I could not disagree more. You there, settle this dispute for us. What is the best way to let people know how powerful you are? Blowing up stuff would be my answer! Buy their houses, burn them down, then replace them with a water park. You don't need to convince anyone, just make everyone who doesn't love you disappear. Probably first one? Water parks? Do you mean to say that you land dwellers have been stealing massive quantities of our sovereign waters? Merely for your amusement? This explains why my uncle, the Archduke, was recently assassinated by the ambassador from SeaWorld. Oh.
What a commoner.
Shame on you, water thief. Off with your head. You make a haste escape before Miranda can summon her guards. You lose -2 smarts and 1 fun.
All right.
Alrighty. You arrive at Polly and Vera's table to find them eating. Wait. Both of them. Oh, yum yum. I sure do love food and eating. Look at this food. Go in me. Yes, this cafeteria's sloppy dough truly has a suitable flavor profile. You know, I'm just gonna say it. Sloppy Joes at school days are the best days. Like, I don't even care what people say. Sloppy Joes, when it comes to any day, is like the best day of all time. It's not vegetable soup. It's not nachos. Sloppy Joes would be the best day for anyone. Other than pizza, of course. As long as pizza's not cardboard, of course. Like Little Caesars. I actually hate Little Caesars. Their pizzas are nothing but straight up cardboard. It's gross. Okay. Finally, you notice the cause of this absurdity. A well-dressed businessman sitting at the next table watching both women intently. Oh yeah, I know you like this. Maybe in my realistic and erotic. Be cool, Polly. The man wants to pay us for eating in front of him, not screaming about food. Is this not what eating is? I forget. While Vera tries to explain eating to Polly, the businessman shyly approaches you and gives you a small bow. Oh god. Much obliged, friend, he says in a soft voice. Are these two fine ladies your friends? I must confess, that I have searched far and wide for a suitable candidate to fulfill my rather unusual fetish. Paying a student at a high school for monsters to eat food while I watch piling from a distance. But I find myself unable to choose which of these two beauties to hire. The snakehead one possess a certain grace. Yeah, pay me, MFer. Pay me to do a thing I was going to do anything. They must have put something in the sloppy joes. But the translucent one has such passion. I don't even want the money. This is just effing weird and I love it. In your opinion, the businessman finish, which would be the wiser choice on my part? The Gorgon, obviously. Look how many mouths she's got on her head. The ghost, for sure. I've never seen someone eat so confidently. Go for the Gorgon. Oh! I was not expecting that. The businessman strokes his chin and nods. You have a point, he says. The ghost only has the one mouth, also food seems to go right through her. The Gorgon, meanwhile, has countless mouths, such value. Value is right. A thousand cash up front, you pay for all my meals and you give me your pants? Oh yes, he's doing it, he's getting... Oh god! Here is able to convince the businessman to pay for a fancy dinner for you and her. It's a little creepy with him watching the two of you, but you get over it. What just happened?
All right.
You know what? I don't even want to know what happened. At this point. Okay, so fun. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how to... Yep, there's your people, demons from another dimension, you're getting too fun. Oddly enough, you notice Damien and Vera having some kind of business meeting. These are both sitting holding manual folders. You move closer to see what's up.
Hey there.
Now, Damien, it seems we both agreed that William the Incubus is a piece of sentient garbage who deserves harm. True, true. I believe that together we can make Gwendolyn very unhappy. I prepare an action plan for a potential merge. Have a look. Vera opens her phone to reveal an intricate chart with titles like diversion, confident, and maximizing humiliation dive-ins. I brought a folder too. Danny opens his folder. There's a piece of paper that says punch on it. I admire you. Sympathetic approach, but I think we need a plan that emphasizes both our strengths. Darian nods and turns over his piece of paper on the other side that says punch hard. These two are never going to come to an agreement unless you step in and medicate, so you tell them your ideas. Use his convenient list I brought that shows all his greatest fears in order to survey it. While he's asleep, replace all of his organs with a possum. I just want to see what this happens. Oh. I may have misheard you, but I'm pretty sure that plan doesn't involve any punching. It also strangling an elected non-consensual surgeon, Possum. You could have thought a little harder about this. Yeah, possums don't grow on effing trees.
You're a failure.
And even if they did, do we really want to doom score of possums to slow death inside Gwendolyn? I guess not. You know what, though? I could switch all the Gwendolyn's organs with all his idiot's organs. With this idiot's organs. You turn and flee to save your precious organs. You lose -2 creativity and 1 boldness. God, this is turning out bad. Why do second rounds always turn out to be so bad? I don't get it, man.
All right.
Okay, so I need some creativity. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you aren't especially good nor inspired. For once, it seems you aren't getting the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point in a discussion, so you decide to convey it through music. You start singing and suddenly everyone else joins you in a kike musical number. It's so amazing that the people with whom you are agreeing totally gets your point and changes their minds once the song is over. You gain 2 creativity points. Afterwards you walk along when suddenly a car skids a halt just in front of you. What? It's not the most logical location for a speeding car to barrel through, and yet here we are. Vera and Damien hopped out. The work isn't bad, and it's just not at the level it needs to be if you want to win this all-star drag race against a real BA hunk of metal. What's your plan to win, Damien? Just drive your car really, really fast? Of epic course it is, Vera. That's literally how street racing works. And that may have won you the crown in the past, but it won't work against Justin Darrington. Damien, he's driving the Thunder F5000. Oh no. And I'm driving Nancy, a pile of S I loving coupled together out of every car I've ever destroyed, either in a race or just literally destroying via arson or whatever. And Nancy can take on anyone, anything, anytime.
Fucking metal.
The Thunder F5000 is an electric car. Nancy runs on the juice of literally actual dinosaur corpses. What could be more BA than that?
So pathetic.
I don't know, maybe running on pure lightning. Nancy's a piece of F, Damien. Deep down, you know that she doesn't have what it takes to win us this thing. Don't say that. Seems like this drag race is pretty important to the two of them, and they're not going to come to an agreement on their own. Looks like it's up to you to be the voice of the reason. Attendance is everything, but Nancy will never embrace her inner fierceness with all of various criticism. Come on, Damien, let's give this car a makeover. Ferris, you're right. Nancy is amazing, but she can't quit making the grats. We need to crossbreed her with a faster car. This one? Heck yes! A makeover exactly what Nancy needs to drag Dorrington Thunder's piece of S5000 to heck and back. After all, the key to winning any drag race is cars' unfineness, nerves, and the tire tread, yeah. I'm not 100% sure that there's a directive correlation between a car's attitude and speed.
You're one and only.
But I
Vera
do know that I'm fierce as heck, always looking amazing, and I do tend to get whatever I want whenever I want.
Overland. Not bad.
So you may well be on to something. The three of you get to work to get the cars leak beating for the grottos. By the time you finish buffing the exterior, painting flames on the side, vacuuming the seats, and adding false eyelashes, Nancy is looking incredible.
Rad!
This is the ultimate race car. The Thunder F5000 can S my D. It can, actually. That's one of the improvements made for the Thunder F4000, which could only give Minicore. Who cares, Vera? Stop upstaging me and Nancy. This is our big moment, and we've got this race in the back. You're right. You're right, Damien. Good luck, and don't F it up. Damien gets back to the newly refurbished car and shoots you the slaughter wink of a man who knows his car is about to destroy a race and look flawless doing so. You gain 2 fun, 1 charm, and a whole bundle of Karmasa, ununiqueness, nerves, and talent, which awesome as they are, still aren't stat in this game.
All right.
Okay, here. Listen, Blue Dragon, you can totally sit with us. I just hope you didn't bring a gun to a bazooka fight. Ah, here's the one. Yeah, we're shopping off of our... Okay, so I know this one in particular. So let me skip the dialogue for this one. So let me see about this one. So the genie one... Okay, so the genie one would be for Damien, and this one will probably be for Polly. I want to get a dope party started. This flask has ultra whiskey, which you can only get when you get 2 bottles of the best, purest whiskey and make them mate. Heck yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, let's rage. I've always wanted to make ultra whiskey, but I could not get my whiskey bottles to F. I tried everything. Mood lighting, stroll music, chainsaws, you know it. All that cliche romantic stuff. But it seems nigh possible to get them to make sweet whiskey love. I almost started to think inanimate objects can have S, but I have tons of S with animated objects, so that was just silly. If you can make risky X risky turn into ultra risky, we should definitely apply that principle all over the dang place. 2 cards to make a Livingston and Orkney of Y phones and become the Y phones XXX, the most advanced update possible, duh. A microwave and a Russian novel and get a pair of designer shoes. Can't wait to create doper stuff that the whole world can even handle properly. Well, the world probably doesn't need to worry about handling it because there's no way you can pull that insanity off. But yeah, for plans with Polly.
All right.
Okay, so we need creativity. That day while rehearsing from the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role required you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way to get yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You saw the double of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain 2 creativity points. You also lose -3 years of life as you end the deal, but who cares? They weren't happening in game anyway. Okay. You see Damien pacing the stage, stabbing the air with his cardboard lace. Wow! Damien! You look awesome as heck, man! Mother effer, I don't do things if I don't look BA doing them. This play is not an exception. I'm gonna live so mother effing truthfully through these imaginary circumstances. This script is so, I don't know, vague. Why is the Dark Knight so evil? Where does his anger come from? Why all the murder? And yes, when it comes to plays, I want there to be a reason for murder. I just don't need one in real life. You better give him a reason not to murder you just in case. The knight was driven evil by the death of his parents and or so supposed, and it's never been done. Be methoid. Go into real life killing spree. First one? Okay. Oh, man, I never even thought of that. I guess we're not getting Polly after all. Like, maybe he started on good and full of hope about the world. But then a personal tragedy caused him to turn to the dark side. Holy S, man. Mind blown. Mind effing blown. I gotta write this down before someone steals it. Bam. You sure are good at coming up with unbelievably original backstories for characters. You gain 2 smarts and 1 creativity.
All right.
Okay, fun would be next. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave. Okay, chat. Start telling their stories about the monster camp business. Gain 2 fun. Okay. You're taking a break with Scott, Damien, and Fiora when a whole wolf pack comes stomping over. Oh god. Whoa. Oh great. It's these boneheads again. I wonder what they want.
The wolf pack is here.
Hey Scott, what's up Doc and non-dogs? Eat as you effing flea farm. Whoa, Damien, calm down. These guys are my cousins. Even more important, they're my teammates. Oh yeah? Well, if we're so important, how come we didn't see you at the dog park last full moon? Last full moon? Oh wow, I don't remember. I was at the bowling island with Damien Fiora, and then it was the next morning, and I was naked and covered in blood. Oh yeah, then I was rad. Well, we all waked up naked and covered in blood after a full moon, Scott, but we wake up naked and covered in blood together. You know why? Because we're werewolves. The question is, are you? I'm sick of these creeps always harassing Scott. We need to get rid of them, but how? Pretend to throw a ball really far, but actually just hide it behind your back and finish the deception. Take Fiora and Damien on your shoulders to make yourself as big as possible. I'm gonna go with the ball one. With hands as swift with your fists, you snatched up Scott's football, which he always has, obviously, and execute the maneuver. The football! We gotta catch it! Where'd it go? I'll get it. I'll kill it. The wolf pod sprints off in the direction you pretend to throw the ball. Scott starts to chase after them, but Damien stops him. Psst, dude, look over here. We had the ball the whole time. Whoa, what? How did you... Did you throw it through a dimensional portal? Yes. We bent the fabric of space and time just so we could give you back your ball. Nice. You guys did that for me? Wow. You really are my best friends. Scott lies down to chew happily on his football while you bask in the warmth of your good deed. You gain 2 creativity and 1 charm.
All right.
Okay. Polly and Miranda sit together, surrounded by Miranda's customary crowd of serfs.
Whoa.
So, wait, you actually got serfs who eat your food?
Disgraceful.
Well, of course, I find eating to be terrible, undignified, so I almost never do it. Hey, me neither. What other kinds of crazy serfs have you got? Well, I have serfs to go to the bathroom for me, a serf for experiencing difficult emotions for me, and a serf for keeping my silverware in alphabetical order. God, man. I even have a serving serf for standing on top of wherever I got served. Well, that's a lot of serfs. It's a fair amount. The only limit is my imagination. Unfortunately, my imagination serve imaginated a way to escape from self-doom, so now I'm all out of ideas. Well, I'm sure with the help of Blue Dragon we could probably think up a dope new kind of surf. Okay. Oh, is that so? I can't wait. Well, you're on the spot now. What will it be? Oh, Marina, you should get a puppy surf. It's not actually a surf, it's just like BTQ puppies. You should get a party surf, Polly. A surf to experience your hangovers for you. A surf for me? I couldn't possibly. Why not? I do it all the time. Really? But isn't it wrong to make people else experience the negative consequences of your actions? Well, like I said, I do it all the time, and Father says I could do no wrong. Therefore, it's probably fine. Oh, okay. Heck yeah, let's hire a dude to deal with all of my withdrawing systems. Hire? Polly, dearest, we don't pay our serfs. We don't? Sweet deal. Polly hires the burliest hangover serfs she can find, and the two of you go out for the night of your lives. The serf is dead in the morning from the excited hangover, but the memories are well worth the second-degree manslaughter.
All right.
Okay. Fun. That day during recess, crazy day. Doing dancing. Getting too fun. Okay, you just get ready to leave when you get a text from Polly. Hey, Billy's party. How can you refuse such a formal mishap? You track her down immediately.
Hi.
Hey, you got my text. That's good, because I need some help brainstorming. I'm going to a party tonight, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be lame, and that needs to change. See, it's a costume party, you know, where everyone dresses up as their favorite humans. I got a S-Dex Addery, but I'm not sure even the exact Addery can rescue this party from the depths of lame-itude. So, I got an idea to help spice things up. So, you got some ideas, and they're spiciest. Sneak the punch with a mandrake root. It turns monsters into actual humans. Okay, so you got an Oko excavator. Maybe the bottom one? There we go. Later that night. Halt, excavator. Polly cracks her standard issue text Addery whip, knocking over a stack of solo cups and unturned the punch pull. You stand across the violate Article 69 of the Tax Penal Code. The fine is 1,000 human dollars. Payable in... You're more than happy to do the time you're delinquently. The rest of the partygoers gets in into the spirit, and soon they're all confessing the unpaid taxes. Paying for your crimes never felt so good. You gained 2 fun and 1 charm. Nice.
All right.
Okay, so fun, charm. We should do charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but deliver and spiral team. Special code combat. Natural born leader, gain 2 charm. You notice Polly staring at her phone with an uncharacteristic intensity, and she usually looks much happier sorting through. Huh? Better investigate.
Hey, Boo!
Oh, hey Boo, I'm just checking out information on possible afterlives. Like, I'm not gonna spend my time as a high school student for all eternity. Who does that? I like collecting some pamphlets from various afterlives, and I'm looking into the pros and cons in each option. Okay. It's like such a big decision, you know? I mean, this could affect the rest of my afterlife. Do you think anyone who went to any of these afterlives, which afterlife are you into? Let's see. The nothingness, soft an envelope cloud in the sky makes up 100 of adorable, fluffy, precious, tiny, pretty kittens. Maybe this?
Yes!
Oh my gee, yes! The most yes, the maximum yes, possibility yesists. It's amazing because you know what the biggest compliment about kittens is? That they're perfectly adorable balls of fluffy cuteness, armed with tiny knives on their paws, which they have no problem jabbing into people with absolutely no notice. Oh wow. You know who can't feel the pain of tiny kittens' claws? Ghosts! Bees. I can literally roll around on a cloud of kittens and feel nothing except their tiny, fluffy softness. No fear of claws. I'm definitely going to work on my essay for Cloud Kitten World. Maybe something along the line of why I deserve to snuggle cats because that one time I PF a werepanther. Maybe I can get you to write my letter of recommendation, Blue Dragon. Fingers and tiny furry paws. Cross that I get it. Cross that I get in and hope to see you there one day. Nice. Did Polly say she hopes that you die? Well, if it's not to reunite with her, I guess that's probably fine. Aren't you just dying to take her to Monster Prom? You gained that terrible joke to use again later when recounting the story, as well as 2 creativity and 1 charm.
All right.
Okay, let us go here. You find Polly Scott huddled at your chosen table. If these two are together, it can only mean one thing. Would that be?
Masters!
I hereby call this meeting of the Prank Masters to order. Oh god. The Prank Master are held present and accounted for. Chairman guessed it, all dressed up and ready to prank. Hey, how come you get to be chairman? Well, which one of us throw chairs around the room with our ghost powers? Well, I don't have ghost powers, so, oh, you, I get it, chairman. But, no time to argue, Scott. We got to come up with a baller food prank before the end of lunch. Oh yeah, okay. What if we ate all of our food like a good boy? Is that a prank? No. No, Scott, for the last time, that's not a prank, and don't eat. But I'm having trouble coming up with another idea. Anyone else? You've been waiting for all your life for an opportunity like this. You possess the ultimate food prank. Eat everyone else's food like a good boy. Replace all the food with chairs. That might be it. Replace all the food with chairs. Yes! You know what they say, when life gets you chairs, do pranks with chairs. But I never heard Coach say that. Doesn't it sound like the kind of thing he would say, though? Yeah, kind of does. How am I supposed to help, though? You're the chair man. Easy, Scott, just be a chair. Oh, of course. Scott twists himself into an uncomfortable looking shape. He seems happy, though. Like this. Exactly like that. Now up you go. Whee! Does this make me a chairman? Oh god. Sure, totally. Polly doesn't seem to mind sharing her tile with Scott or her affection with you. Prank achieved.
All right.
Okie dokie. Let's see. So we need... Let's do charm. That day an epic dodgeball came across. 1 point, you're about to eliminate prayer from the other player. Not to throw the ball at them. Player bursts into tears. Lose 5 mercy, but he gained 2 charm. On your way out, you spot Polly still wearing the lab coat you stole from that human party the other night. She takes it off and throws it at you to get your attention.
Hi.
Yo, that human party convinced me I want to be a scientist, but not just any kind of party scientist. What's a party scientist, you may ask? Why, just a scientist who dictates to discover the secrets to the raddest party. Though a series of extremely scientific experience to aim to discover what exactly makes a party fun. So I can distill whatever it is not too vile and drink it. Or, just have really dope parties all the time. Anyways, I'm going to a bar, Miss Frau, tonight, and I need your scientific advice. What can we do to push this party over the edge? The electric slide, but with actual electricity. Chemistry. Chemistry? Oh, chemistry, are you sure? Well, okay, I guess we are doing science. Later that night. And so you see teenage boys, the electrons in organs, second vowels are what it to. Allow it to. Hey, why is everyone asleep? Everybody asleep. What the heck, Blue Dragon? I thought you said chemistry was the key to a rad party. I've been teaching these guys chemistry for 4 hours and no one seems to be having any fun at all. What were you using chemistry to mean? Drugs, like the only thing you can make with chemistry is drugs. This anti-science menace is exactly what we need. More women to steal. Oh. Polly goes home with her chemistry lab where she synthesizes a ton of. You totally missed the irony. She shares none with you. You use too fun. Ooh.
All right.
Okay, let's get some fun. Okay, Brave, 1 point, sips on banana, 2 fun. Polly grabs you by the arm so the two of you can talk, but of course she doesn't just stop dancing for even a second.
Hey, Boo.
Yo, this party was super crazy. For like the first 15 minutes, now it's just regular crazy, which is fine, but I want to take it to the next level, you know? I want this party to be criminally insane. I want it to be a danger to itself and others. I want visitors to prescribe medication to this party, and then I want to take that medication. Are you with me? Obviously you're with me. I'm hot, and hot people are always right, so how do we kick this party up a notch, huh? Most normal parties only exist in four dimensions, but I've made a machine that will let us party in the 5th dimension. Let's steal a bunch of helicopters, stretch a net between them, and the party on that. Maybe that? Oh. Polly doesn't even have to tell you how awesome she thinks your plan is. You just look at each other, nod, and head off to steal some helicopters. But it turns out helicopters are way hard to fly. There are all these buttons and knobs. You finally make it back to the rave, but by then your helicopters are out of gas. So what now? We just put a net on the ground and party surrounded by broken down helicopters? If I wanted to do that, I'd throw a party at the helicopter graveyard. I hate that place. Right now you feel like the only real helicopter graveyard in the helicopter graveyard inside your heart. You lose 2 charm and 1 bonus. Dang.
All right.
Okay. You take a seat, and if you didn't know any better, you wanted to say that it seems like Fiora and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And you know better. You know that, yes, that is exactly what's happening right now.
Hey there.
It's not the personal Blue Dragon, it's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave.
Yay!
Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with some guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish too. Not to buy these things, not buying things for people, having people buying things for me, duh. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is sharing secrets and financial slaves. Still, I don't worry that this arrangement might not be sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flows instantly stops, but besides being handed everything you wanted on a platter. In this case, the platter being an online money transforming platform is almost boring. Yeah, I get that it's a little less boring when you're on as much acid as I am right now, but I see what you mean. If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would get interested, and we could continue the profits even after he's gone broke for catering to our every whim. I mean, how interested do you think business actually is? Since he is so obsessed with us, we should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it. I don't know. A weirdo giving away his money and getting into Higgins is great and all, but I want to start making real money. And I think money is fine and all, but my favorite currency is chaos. Seems like the ladies are at a very exciting crossroads. Maybe a random bystander can give them a nudge in the right direction. Tell him to marry a llama. Oh my god! You can easily grow this arrangement into a business. Just isolate and delegate a financial slave to go and acquire his own financial slave and give him money, and have that financial slave go and find financial slaves. So basically a food pyramid. Oh, money pyramid. Llama. Definitely llama. OMG, yes, that is everything to me. I actually had a dream just like that one time. Except it wasn't a llama, it was a alpaca. And it wasn't a wedding, it was a bar mitzvah. But other than that, it is exactly the same. It was exactly the same. Yeah, I don't think this is my scene. I'm going to get checked on my legal law firm. Catch you weirdos later. I'm texting the financial slave right now, telling him to marry a llama. Oh, he's actually typing. Let's see. Blue Dragon, will you never believe this? You will never believe this. It turns out the financial slave, he has actually been talking to a llama for a few months now through a llama monster dating site. He says he is commitment phobia and never really defined the term of his relationship with the llama, and he's keeping introducing the llama as a friend, but he knows now it's because he was just scared of being hurt. He's taking this as a sure sign that this time to be brave and commit to the llama, and they're heading to the city hall for the ceremony right now. Of course, he said he'll have to take his leave for our group chat since his heart and wallet now belongs to another. Specifically a llama. Aw, isn't that the sweetest love story you've ever heard? I'm so glad we got to make it happen together. That is the sweetest love story you ever had, or something, but hey, maybe you and Polly will end up having a love story of your own. As long as, like, my fun and creativity is up, we should be good. Let's do fun again. Having a rave, taking Scare the Clown. You gain 2 points. Okay. Across the hall, you see Polly flaring around wildly. There's a possibility that it's some kind of strange new dance move. But the intensity of her eyes makes you feel like she is something you should investigate. Ah, yes, it would seem our dear Paulina has once again been indulged in super shroom. They're like a regular shroom, but super. You hear a blood-curdling shriek and see a series of bright flashes. Polly drops her phone to the ground and crumbles in horror. You let me go over to help her to her feet. Did you see that? The part where you took a selfie, shrieked, and blood curdled shriek and crumbled to the ground? You do realize you can simply delete a bad selfie. No, not the selfie, that evil blinding light. The flash? That was no flash, you fool. That was the final proof I need for something I have suspected a long time. Specifically ever since I took those super shrooms. That my phone is evil and now it has stolen my soul, unless using arcane phone magic. I told you those shrooms were super. Sure, walk away. You don't have to believe me. I know what's true. The super shrooms are what allows me to finally understand the truth of my phone's sinister intentions. Blue Dragon, you believe me, don't you? You have to help me get my soul back. Of course you believe Polly. With logic like that, how could you possibly not? Don't worry, we just need to download the mobile update with the new patch that takes care of that soul-stealing bug. Here, I perform an exorcism to expel the soul from the phone. Top one? Oh, God. Oh, dang, good call. I hate updating my phone because sometimes the apps had difficult logos. And all my apps are organized by rainbow colors, so when they change the logos, all the apps are out of order, and I hate that. But I think in this case, an update might just be needed. Plus, it says it automatically gets rid of all those annoying ads. Can't be mad about that. Carefully take the evil phone from Polly and download the necessary tech as promised. It's kind of crazy that someone was so bad at their job that they rolled out an update that steals souls in the first place. Like this, it is PR nightmare for sure. One of the top 10 phone companies F-ups of all time, right up there with the time they made phones that explode, and also that incident when the raccoons got in the warehouse and somehow transferred the rabies virus into a technological virus and infected everything within it. The patch works splendidly. Immediately, Polly's soul is expelled from the phone and back into her. Rest of her, it's not like she has a body. Whatever. At first, all seems to be going well indeed. Polly has her soul back, and indeed, there are no ads. But it soon becomes apparent that the reason there are no ads is because the phone automatically buys everything for you immediately. It also comes with a very bad iguan. Are you kidding me? What am I supposed to do with a lifetime supply of protein shakes? Ghosts don't need protein. Dang, Blue Dragon, I always knew you end up giving me a very bad iguan one of these days. Oh, did she? Because you had no idea that's what you would be doing, but alas it was. Another thing you do is lose 2 fun and 1 boldness. Okay. Last week, here we go. I don't know if we're gonna do it.
All right.
But we're gonna try our best. Let's just go to class. That day you listen to your elders for the valuable lesson. Okay, you gain 2 smarts. There you see Polly floating around, her ghostly glow less ghastly than usual. Oh, hey Blue Dragon, I'm just hovering a little low today. Why is that? Everyone seems so hyped about love, and I love being hyped, but I'm not really sure how this love thing works, you know? I thought I was in love once. I met a beautiful girl at a party and felt this strange magic. My temperature rose, I felt even floatier than usual. Everything was so bright and beautiful, I was excited. But then I remembered that I had taken literal ecstasy. So it was probably just that. Classic mistake, am I right? I had some pretty good highs, but they say being in love is the greatest high of all. The next time I'm on a date with someone, what can I do to fall in love? Or float in love, since gravity doesn't actually affect me. Oh, you don't want Polly to float in love with another person, but you like Polly just too much not to help her, despite the consequences. Stare deeply into her eyes for 14 hours? To specifically speak, people fall in love faster when afraid. Do something fun with them, like getting stabbed. This? Oh. OMG, great point, love science. I mean, I don't, but I love it when I give me drugs or get me, love, not in love. With that, Polly disappears literally to begin her quest for the terror that is love. She catches up to you in a few days later. There you are, Blue Dragon. Guess what? Your plan est. I mean, it's super cute. Humanoid on dating app, and I spent the whole evening hanging out in dark alleys wanting to get stabbed. But nobody stabbed us the entire night. All that happened is we saw some homeless guy on a stray cat and sneak drugs the only way done. Oh god. And I couldn't even get in on the drug dealing because I was busy trying to get knifed all up in there. Like for real, what's the ghost gonna do to get stabbed these days? So finally I got bored of waiting and just stabbed him myself. Oh. It did not help us fall in love. Because then he was just like, oh, why did you stab me? I'm bleeding out, I'm dying, I hate you. And I was like, whoa dude, chill, I'm trying to be romantic here. If there's one thing I learned from the evening, it's that mortals don't like bleeding out and you know nothing about love. But that's two things. Also the opposite of how you want Polly to feel about you. You lose 2 charm, 1 smart. Ooh.
All right.
Okay. You arrive at your chosen table to find Damien dejectedly half hold a ball of mashed potatoes while Polly sadly passes her hand to the table. Oh wait, I know how to do this one. Okay, it's a food fight. Okay. So the pot one is for him, and this one is for her. I like where your head is, but I'm not super into being kidnapped and stuff. What if we skip some steps with some good old flashing? Polly floated up onto the table and in a practice motion. Oh god! To the victor! This is a high school cafeteria. Polly rash actions obsessed the rolling cauldron of hormone. Oh god! Sets it on fire and tap dance on the ruins. Soon in the air is thick with sausage gravy, potato crisps flying everywhere like flavored shrubble. Polly put her shirt back on now that everyone's too busy fighting to remember what they're fighting about. Looks like mine really were launched 1,000 chips. The few you just got makes that pun worth it. Alright, last one.
All right.
Let's do charm. That day an epic dodgeball happened. Many people, you can't take more. Truce. Okay. Righteousness. But 2 charm. Okay. Forget about that though, Polly here, and she looks ready to party, so basically just normal. There you are, my favorite party favorite besides SSC. You ready to get crazy? You indicate through a hard stop glow stick maneuver that you are indeed ready to hit the clubs. The clubs? Not tonight, Boo. Tonight we're gonna engage in my favorite pastime. Party crashing. I just love crashing parties and making them go wilder and crazier, you know? Tonight we're gonna crash this totally sweet baby shower I just heard about. And knowing you, I bet you got some killer ideas of how we should crash it. Nothing apes up a baby shower like extra babies. Literally crash it into the party like with a boat. Baby top? Yes, finally! Something to do with all those babies I won in that raffle. there that night. Who ordered a dump truck full of babies? The party guests cannot answer. They all literally drown in babies. Now this is a party. I don't know why they even call it a baby shower if there isn't a constant shower of babies. Ah, these babies are so cute. I bet I could fit a whole one in my mouth. You're welcome, guys. The drowning party guests actually do look pretty happy to be drowning in babies. A week later, and each get a thank you note. Each week later, you each get a thank you note for the reminding us what a baby shower is all about. Swimming in a pool of babies, you gain 2 fun and 1 charm. Alright, for the moment. Let's do it.
All right.
Oh, you finally plucked up your courage and asked your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you. Whoa! Not a chance in the world, darling. Poor life choices is how I died. So now I can tell a poor afterlife choice when I see one. And Boo, you're a big one.
Tried.
Oh! Failing at Monster Prom broke the essential process of growing up in your life. You became fixated on it and you never became a functional adult. Now you just got an old person that sits at the park and talks to strangers about the time you almost got a date to the Monster Prom. It is as weird and as sad as it sounds. I knew I didn't do it right. Okay. Blue Dragon most diplomatic smile. Polly's quote. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but what does kill you makes you a sweet kick-a ghost. Okay. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendships, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happens, and it was wonderful. David became a renowned drag racer until he died in the most big way during a race. At the funeral, you spotted him hiding among the crowd. He winked at you. Ah. Polly's drag cooking skills proved useful, and she became a chemist for the paramedical industry. But in her free time, she still cooks in the real S. Her greatest invention so far are the watermelon flavor aesthetics and a thing called LLBlueDragonLiveStream. Maybe he kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness himself. As he left the physical plane, the last thing Lemmy did was give everyone a condescending look. For those 2 weeks, the Monster Prom seems larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle of Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in the war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Okay. You've unlocked 3 new images in the gallery. Well... we didn't get Polly at the end. But I knew for a fact that we wouldn't get her. Ooh. These were some of the designs? Nice. Early color concept. Ooh. Oh, that's so cool! Nice! Okay. Okie dokie. So let me just do this. Okay. Man, I don't even know why the second rounds, when I do this, it always ends up so badly. I just don't know why. Maybe second stuff is something that's not an ideal concept for me. Who knows? But yeah, but on the bright side, at least we actually got, Scott. We got Scott and stuff, which that was really good, not gonna lie. We actually got Scott to go ask us, for prom, and, as for Polly, we didn't. But probably for tomorrow's stream, we'll definitely get Polly for sure. And maybe we'll do Miranda, and then the others, and everything like that. So yeah. That's basically what we are going to be doing for tomorrow's stream. So with that being said, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm probably going to have to end it here, guys. Tomorrow, I will continue more of this. I will let you guys know on Twitter and Instagram on when I'm going to be live. And thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. And I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in this world. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all later. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.